and monitor the comments. Let's see, let me type some in here. There we go. All right. All right. So hello, YouTubers. Yes, apologies for the previous class. I started it, but didn't fully engage. So I had an announcement and people waiting to come to the class, and it never went on for them. Yeah, so I have to monitor my comments. I got another person, and I don't know how they're doing it. They're creating these YouTube accounts, and then they're posting seemingly innocuous links that lead you out to like adult dating sites. And either that or so it's interesting. Or they start off the post with, in the comment section, I was suffering from Parkinson's for years until I found this herbal tea. You know, so they're trying to.
Is that what you mean?
Hawk these
lunch earlier.
Fake cures. But funny enough, the other day I got a copyright notice here. I'm going to mute David here. Oops. I got a copyright notice, which sometimes I'll get because I use stock music at times that I purchase, and then I get rights to, and then I'll put it in the videos to whatever as an intro or whatever. So I look to see it, and what happens is somebody says you didn't pay for this, and then I say yes I did. This is where I got it from. So you got to show that you purchased the proper license to use it. And it's happened a couple times. Well, I get this copyright notice, and so I'm like, and I go in there to the YouTube site to find out that it's not me infringing; it's someone infringing on my copyrights. So what I look at it and I click this link. It takes me to a video that has been posted by this doctor, and there I am doing my exercise 5-minute workout. And it's got India subtitles that I think were from India. And it's a doctor, some or other, and he's selling some sort of herbs that, he's making these false claims and using my footage to lend credibility. So I had to shut him down. But it's happening more and more, I guess, because the channel's getting more visits and stuff. I'm almost up to 1 million views, which is fun.
Wow.
I've got just under about 8,500 subscribers, so we're trying to build that there. And I'm currently, I don't know how long I'm going to do it, but I'm going live right now, in fact, on YouTube. Let's see if we got people up there. So I'm playing with broadcasting live to YouTube and to got a couple of people there. Hey guys, how you doing on YouTube? And Facebook, but I'm still kind of learning the ropes there. So that being said, if one of you guys, if you miss a class and you want to get a workout, I've got a couple of these up there. So feel free to go ahead and replay one of the classes if you want. Hey Jim, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. So this is the gentle class. We're going to be in the chair for most of it, but you can do the whole class standing, or you can do the whole class in the chair. We'll be doing some sit to stands in a little bit. We'll get going in another minute here.
Yeah, that's what I got right there.
You got your what? Oh, that's maybe not meant for me. Okay.
Yeah, that's not the thing.
Okay, is this anybody's first class?
Yeah, it's busy.
Okay. Let me see here. Put my bifocus on. Jane, how are you? Oh, you're on mute. You gotta go unmute.
I'm well. I've been trying to make the classes, and I keep saying I'm going to do it, and then I get busy and I forget. So today I set the alarms for the classes.
Oh, good.
So I need to get in the habit. I used to do Parkinson's boxing, but since COVID, we haven't had anything since last March.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, I am running a boxing class on Thursdays at 10:30, just like this one. We take.
I'm trying to be there, I hope tomorrow. I'll be
Okay.
my first one to that too.
And if you, I don't know if you're on my personal list. If you want to get on that, I maintain two lists. One is through YouTube, or no, it's not through YouTube. What I'm talking about. One is through MailChimp, which is like my big list. It's got about 10,000 names in it. And then I have a personal list of about 300 names or so of people that don't mind getting multiple emails from me. And I'll send out reminders on the morning of. And that list typically doesn't end up in junk. The other one occasionally does because it's a list service. I'm going to mute everybody. We got a little bit of a noise here. Let's see. All right. All right. Mute everybody. Okay. All right. So for this class, Jane, the equipment we use is a tennis ball or a small ball, exercise tubing, 2 hand weights, and a towel. We don't get to all of those pieces of equipment, but it's nice to have handy, and I'll usually get to at least 2 of them, sometimes all of them. So this is our gentle class. Let's put our hands together. We made it for exercise. Woohoo! All right, let's get gentle. No, we're going to get up to about a level 6 on a scale of 1 to 10 perceived level of exertion. And I just discovered that I can actually, on the fly, make my phone be the camera. So I had fun with that. For those who got here a little bit late, I showed everybody my setup here and how I do the thing. So maybe I'll do that at the end if you guys want to see it. But let's go ahead, and the other thing you should have handy is a bottle of water. Let's pick that up again. Grab a big sip of water to start us off. So as I like to say, I really like the pace of this class. It's not the energetic pace. That class gets pretty intense. But we do some slow and steady movement that really allows us to kind of dig down into the nuances of the move or the nuances of the way we exist. We want to be on a constant pursuit of understanding our bodies in a 3-dimensional manner. Parkinson's can affect areas of the body that, for us as humans, are hard for us to either perceive or to see. Posterior structures, internal structures. I often talk about the most important part of your body. If you have Parkinson's, I call ground zero. And it is located, the area located between your shoulder blades on your back. 3 more. 1 and 2. Big stretch. And 3. And let's go ahead and reach on down here to the right here where we got a nice big pile of leaves. And let's grab a fistful of leaves in each hand and let's throw them up and across onto the neighbor's lawn. Keep the air flowing. Keep breathing. So in this class, we're going to be talking about, I guess you might call them reference points, or points to seek. We want to be on a constant pursuit of being able to control and experience certain parts or areas of the body. Ground zero probably being the one I talk about the most. Keep moving. Let's do 3 more. 1. Such an interesting question I had years ago, too. 1 more. 3. Now this time reach down to the left and throw them up and across to the right, to the other neighbor's lawn. I have Parkinson's. What's the most important part of my body? I was asked by this woman years ago when I was doing a talk in Pasadena. It took me by surprise. I had never thought of it. It's an interesting question. So over the years, I've reflected on that and arrived at the ground zero position. And part of the reason that I chose that is because it's not easy for us to access it. But if we're able to control our shoulder blades and pull them together and down, it fixes a whole bunch of stuff and it keeps us living up in this world here, not the world down below. 2 more. 1. Open up the hands. 2. Really exaggerate that movement and flick the fingers. And let's alternate now, down to the right, up to the left, and down to the left and up to the right. Keep it moving. Tighten it up. Open those hands up wide. Flick those fingers and away. Away they go. 3 more. 1 and 2 and 3. And let's go dive into that beautiful crystal clear turquoise river and go for a swim. I got to make a note to remember to ask my parents. When I was a kid, one of my childhood memories was we went on a trip, and I think we drove to Oregon, and there was this, along the highway, this incredibly beautiful crystal clear river that was bedded with big white stones, and you could see all the way down, 15 feet down into the, you could see the bottom. It was just crystal clear. You could see the fish. And whenever I think about swimming in a crystal clear river, oftentimes that's the river that pops up into my mind. Bigger now. Let's go. Bigger. You can slow it down. That's fine. But what I want is large movements, expansive, ridiculously large. We know Parkinson's can kind of dull our ability to perceive the way we're moving. We think we're moving large and we're not. So we got to learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. We have to learn to exaggerate, and that is fine. Stretch, reach. 2 more. 1, breathe, and 2. Good. And now let's let our arms rest across the surface of this beautiful clear river. And let's slide them across the surface, kicking the opposite leg out to provide counterbalance so we can lean out over the edge of the chair and engage the core laterally. Slow and controlled, moving with understanding, specificity, and intention or awareness. You know, I talk about the 5 categories that we need to maintain. And I've been working on that list for years, and I just added something to it. So in order to optimize our quality of life, let's do one more on each side in this press and hold. We really need to, first is our doctors, making sure we got the best doctor team. Let's hold that out here now, engaging the core. Right? Second is nutrition, making sure we're eating properly. Third is exercise, which you guys are all doing here, right? Stretch and hold. 4th is sleep. It's so important to have proper sleep hygiene. We want to be getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. Naps count. And then 5th is mental health. Making sure we have someone to talk to if we're feeling down. Parkinson's can have non-motor symptoms that are important to be aware of and address. And in addition to mental health, I'm going to add a caveat to that, and that is socialization. And I got that from Sanjay Gupta's book. I'm reading it. It's called Stay Sharp. He's a really great writer and a really well-informed guy. He talks about, let's go back into that swimming motion, big movements here. Talks about the fact that we need to be aware that as a human, we are social beings, and we need to have that functional and a part of our lives. And Parkinson's can sometimes cause us to go within, to turn inward, right? And we all need it, but we want to make sure that we've got that network, whether it's family or friends, people to touch base with, people to talk to. And, you know, he said it, and I thought to myself, I know this. Why did I forget to put this on the list? I thought about it for a little bit, and I realized 2 more. 1 and 2, and now we're going to reach across the counter, spread the fingers out, and order 5 scoops of ice cream. And switch sides, reaching behind you as well to tell that person standing respectfully 6 feet in line behind you. that you're treating yourself to 5 scoops of ice cream. Really stretch it out there. And the funny thing is, I realized the reason I didn't think about to add that, I just kind of just forgot or didn't notice it, but the reason is it's part of a PowerPoint presentation that I put together at the beginning of this whole thing when I started doing presentations on Zoom. And the reason it didn't occur to me is because when I'm presenting it or talking about it, I'm either in a room full of people or I'm on a Zoom full of people, and we're all doing it at that moment. So it's not absent. It's there being in a certain manner. You know, there's a certain socialization component here, right? I watch this in gallery view. I see everybody here. I feel like I'm with you. Just checking that box for me. I don't know how you guys are all doing it, but you and I are at least together, right? Tap them twice. One more here. Really reach, stretch, and turn. Let's do one more on each side. Here we go. 5 scoops of ice cream. And tap it and switch. And stretch and turn. And back. Reset. Shrug the shoulders, press them down, up and down, and breathe. So I've got you all muted. If you have a question or a comment or something, you can always unmute yourself quickly and make it, and then take yourself back on mute. And let's go ahead and rest those shoulders, relax them, wrap that clavicle, create that hot spot, tilt that up towards the sky a little bit. Chin is level. Big breath in. And just let it come out. I call that the calming breath. You can use that throughout the day. Just take a big breath in through the nose until you feel like you can't get much more in. It doesn't have to be all the way in, but and then just let the cavity compress and the air just puffs out. It's in that relaxation, that little shudder the body does, where you can access that relaxation phase. And let's gently turn our head all the way to the right. In your mind's eye, if you replay an athlete, like a baseball player or a golfer, Tiger comes to mind, stepping up to take the swing, you'll often see them with some sort of breathing routine that calls them into a place, tilt the right ear to the right shoulder, where they can best function. Even a musician, maybe. Think of an orchestra, they're all getting ready to go. Well, when are we gonna be able to go watch an orchestra again? Hopefully we're nearing that day. All the way to the right. Back through a swivel, all the way back across to the left. Resetting. And back straight forward and tilt the right ear to the right shoulder. And up and across. Left ear, left shoulder. So my hope is that at the end of class, you're not overly fatigued, but you feel like you've been run through some routines that are really restorative. Let's grab another sip of water. Feel like you got your circulation going, your awareness is a little sharper. Your alertness. Let's go ahead and go to the towel. So grab your towel for the sip of water. And for those that are new, any towel will probably work. It's just got to be big enough so when you grab towards the end there, you got your hands slightly wider in shoulder width. Let me look at this note real quick. Chat it here. Oh, great. Awesome. Thank you, Al. Al says, I will call my son about the river he resides in Lincoln City, Oregon. Great. Well, that sounds fun. Look at that. You guys are the best. All right, so we got the towel here. Pull it up to the chest here. Into that ground zero engagement, shoulder blades together and down. Imagine tucking your shoulder blades into your back pocket. And let's go ahead and lean forward and press forward. As you lean forward, make sure you're leaning from the hip. Keep your head up. Don't extend the neck. Just tilt your forehead toward the screen a little bit. And we're going out and back. But again, pulling back all the way to that ground zero position. So we'll use this as an opportunity to instruct the location of that. So as you move your hands, I want you to call your attention to your shoulder blades. Maybe it would even help to feel your shirt as it moves across the back of your body there. And you feel your shoulder blades. What they're doing here is they're kind of winging out to the side, right? And as we pull them back, they're coming back in, hopefully, if we have proper shoulder function, and coming together towards the spine and lowering down a little bit. So we want to kind of imagine taking the shoulder blades, bringing them together and tucking them into your back pockets. And let's go ahead straight up overhead now and pull back down to ground zero. Up and down. Breathe. It was along a highway, Al, if I remember right. That's one of the fun things about growing older. Returning to a place that you remembered as a kid and seeing how it's different than you remember it, right? It's usually not as massive or big as you thought it was. Up and down, slide right past your nose. One more, and then we're going to alternate. And let's press forward and pull back. Press upward and pull down. Back and forth. So now we understand what we're being asked to do. And I want you to try to perform it as specifically as possible with intention. And the intention or awareness part is focus now that you've got this. Put the movement in the background or the back burner and think only of your shoulder blade. Just feel your shoulder blade. See if you can picture. We can't see it, right? But see if you can feel how it's moving. It's one of the joints of the shoulder blade. You've got 4 articulations, believe it or not. It's not just that shoulder joint where the upper arm goes into the socket there. Other stuff. It's a highly complex joint. Up and down, forward and back. And let's go one more up and down, and then we'll pause. Up and down. Feel the shoulder blades. Pull the towel apart and bend it. Then relax that contraction. Drop the towel. Lower the hands and just observe. See if you can just face the screen or whatever it is from a reference point of ground zero. In your mind's eye, go back there and breathe. And exhale. Grab the towel again, and we're going to dive or jump into our kayak and kayak down the beautiful turquoise river. And I want the movement to be slow, but large and deliberate. So see if you can find a path for your hands and arms where one moment leads into the next. When I do this, I can kind of picture a big figure 8 being drawn with my arms and the towel. A figure 8 that's kind of on its side. And again, this is a great movement for the body. A great way to get the heart rate up, keep the suppleness of the joints and the spine. It's low maintenance, low wear and tear on the joints. And let's exaggerate this. Slow it down a little bit more, but really exaggerate the movement. Keep the air flowing. Don't let the focusing on the movement or the exaggeration cause you to pause your breath. If it does, that's fine. Just keep it going again. And one more. And keeping that exaggeration, bring it to the chest here. We're going to actually exaggerate it up to the right, bring it back, tilt to the other side, and up to the left. And again, moving the opposite leg, or the leg that is in the opposite direction of the movement, out to the side, allowing you to really stretch the body out over the side of the chair. Not so far that you fall out of the chair, but just shy of it. And we're going to do a plank here on this zone. So let's press it out and hold it up. This exaggerated extension of the leg and the arm. Beautiful. Great core training here. Pull it back and up and across. Try to keep your hands away from your face. In other words, keep the arms reaching up overhead and back and out and hold. Breathe. In other words, I'm not like this. I've got my arms kind of treated equally from the shoulder, extending equally from the shoulder. That's good. Good job, Linda. Up, really hold, arms straight, reach. And back down to center. One more on each side, press, stretch. And down, and up and hold. And back. All right. The towel ground zero, we're going to turn the crank. Big circles. Keep moving. You don't need to be drenched in sweat to do some movement or some routines that really help. They really help you recruit more strength, recruit more muscle fibers. Keep breathing to elevate the respiration and your circulation. One more and then we'll pause at ground zero. And reverse the crank. And if you're really exaggerating, and you have been exaggerating it by now, you should feel that you've been using the muscles of your arms. You should feel the muscles across your back. I feel them. They're activated. They've been nudged into participation, coaxed into helping out. One more and then we'll pause at ground zero. Good. Chin level. Drop the towel. Lower the hands. Just again, listen to the feeling. See how it feels. You can shift yourself around in the chair a little bit. Feel how the muscles feel. Feel the pattern they're in, holding you up nice and tall in the chair. Big breath in. And let it out. One more breath in. And exhale. Go ahead and put the towel down, grab a sip of water, and let's go to the hand weights. All right. All righty. Sit up tall. And I'm not going to go through that whole mind-body drill observation thing today. So we're just going to go into some strength training. Go ahead and sit on the chair nice and tall with your chin level. Put your feet on the floor, flat on the floor, so your ankles are beneath your knees. And sitting up nice and tall, kind of wiggle your toes around so you feel the sole of your foot there. You get so much information from the sole of the foot there. And maintaining that connection to the floor, bicep curl, shoulder press, and down. Slow and controlled and deliberate. Good. We want the pace to be consistent. We want the patterns for each repetition to be identical. And we want to breathe. We're holding weights. So resistance is traveling through our hands, up our arms, into the shoulder structure, and down through the spine to the chair. And if we're sitting nice and tall and still in neutral, the muscles that support the spine are being improved and strengthened in a perfect posture position. Breathe. One more. And down and down. reset, move yourself around, sorting that spine out, sort it out, neutral again, reset, bring the hands up. Now we're going to punch up and across and reach out with the same side leg, giving a tilt again, up overhead here. Good. Don't reach too much across. In other words, I don't want your shoulder to get like that. Reach, kind of punch up towards the sky. You're leaning on a diagonal, that'll be enough. There you go. That's better. Want to keep that shoulder in a position of strength and a position of stabilization. Rocking back and forth. Yeah, we're in the chair. We're working everything now, from the soles of the feet all the way up to the top of your head. We're also working the thing that's inside your head between your ears. One more on each side. And down. And let's combine them. Shoulder press, curl to shoulder press, pause here, up and across, up and across, and down, and curl, shoulder press, back down. Oh yeah, I can feel the muscles of the upper back getting their workout as well. Good. Keep it going. I like what I'm seeing. You guys are doing great. Beautiful. Throw those punches up and across. Bring out ooch and ouch. My two fine friends. Here comes ooch. Bam. Oh, and his friend ouch. Bam. One more. Curl nice and tall. Up, down. Come on, get him up and out. And up and out. And down. And slowly lower the hands down. Big breath in. And exhale. Sort yourself out on the chair. And go ahead and put the hand weights down. And we're going to do some lower body. I think we'll go right into crazy eights. But I want to do a little movement before we do that. Grab a sip of water. So if there's something going on with you physically that you think exercise can help with, shoot me an email and let me know, and I'll try to come up with something for you, and we'll do it in class. Email me also if you want to get on my personal email list. You just send it to patrick@smartxpd.com, and I'll add you to the list. Let's take our hand and reach it up into the sky as if we're grabbing a big fistful of clouds, and then go ahead and reach up with the other hand. Open the hands up nice and wide. As we lift that hand up, go ahead and lift your opposite leg. We'll do like a swamp march pattern here. Just getting the body reset. Talk a lot about the things that can be made difficult by Parkinson's, things that oftentimes we weren't taught how to do, like walking, like rolling over in bed, like getting into a chair, like getting out of a chair, like getting into a car, like putting on a coat. So we got to figure out the best way, best practices of how to perform those, and we need to practice them. And the reciprocal pattern the body performs when we walk is an example of that. It's a little more work for the brain to coordinate opposing sides, upper and lower body. So we want to challenge that when we get the opportunity. Really open the hand up. And this time, let's stretch out to the side and get that reciprocal leg going. Just opening the hand. As you press your hand away, with the hand open, see if you can almost perceive the air moving through the hand. I heard this engineer talking about the air on Mars. And because they have this helicopter that actually can fly on Mars from that Mars rover. And he was saying that if you take your hand and you go like this and you feel the air against your skin here, right? You can feel that. The air on Mars, it would be 1/50th I think is either 1/50th or 1/500th, you would be able to perceive anything on Mars. That's how thin the air is, which makes it that much harder to fly something there, I guess is the point they're making, because you need wind resistance to create energy. Good. And let's combine both of these. So the right hand goes up, left knee up, stretch, and switch, and out to the side, and to the side, and up. Up. And now as we have this pattern down, can kind of automate it to a certain extent, I want you to feel your shirt on your skin, both front and back. The boundaries of our body, we want to be able to perceive them almost. The internal structures, the spine, we want to be able to align it properly, control it. And over time, if we focus on that, we're going to become more functional. We're going to hold ourselves in a better posture position more minutes of the day. We'll be breathing better, which will lead to better oxygenation. We might even notice a little reduction in back discomfort or back pain because we're moving properly again. Out to the side, to the side, and one more. Up, feeling the skin, up, out to the side, into the side, and back to center. And let's align ourselves up in that perfect position. Without doing so, recall the clavicle that we tap, that area right there. See if you can call your attention to it. Tilt it up a little bit. Ease your hands back towards you with your shoulders and upper arms. Chin is level. Big breath in. And exhale. Okay. Crazy eights. Let's do it. Go ahead and extend the right leg out. Just keep the leg straight. The joint of the ankle and the knee are going to remain fixed. The movement is all going to come from the hip for this one, okay? We're going to start with a straight leg raise. We're doing 8 of these. I need you to commit and dedicate yourself to the work. And I need this leg to get up, so this knee is higher than that one. I know it's tough. Or up as high as you can. But the work typically for this drill is going to come in the last little bit of movement there. So you really got to commit to this. Okay, we're going to do 8 of them. Here we go. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, without moving the toes, using the heel, draw 8 circles. 2, 3, 4, 5. Make the tall arch big. 6, 7, 8, and reverse it. 1, 2, 3. This is no joke. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And down. Whew. Pull that back. If you committed to that, you know why I named that Crazy Eights. All right. Power flex that ankle, leg straight over here. I brace on the opposite side just like this. I feel like it helps me kind of retain a better upper body posture. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reset your upper body. 6. If you find yourself slouching. 7, 8. Now 8 the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And down. Pull it back. Back to our swamp walk drill. Pick it up. Extend the arm up, and then out to the side and to the side. Really stretch. And up. Up. Leaning to the side. Opening the hands up. Feeling the air across the arm. And breathe. One more. Up. up, out, to the side, and to the side. Reset. Big breath in. One more set of the crazy eights. What? Yes. Straighten the right leg out. Flex that ankle. Dedicate yourself to the work. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse the direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And down, and switch it up to the other side. I'm laughing because I'm not going to say who it is, but one of you doesn't like this exercise, and she's decided to march in place instead. Yeah, I see you there. Here we go. Well, she's still moving. 1. That's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whoo, 8. This is crazy. Now the other way, and then we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And down. Ugh. Grab a sip of water and grab the ball. All right. I know that's work. I know that's no fun probably, but it's really good for us. Keeps those legs strong. Okay, so get going here. Just kind of sort yourself out. Toss the ball until we're all ready to go. Back and forth. Good. And let's just roll the ball around in the hands. So you're covering the full palm. And let's go real, real fast. And slow it down. And real fast. And slow it down. And one more time, real fast. And slow it down. And put the ball in the right hand. Bring it across the left hip pocket. We're going to do rise and shine. And stretch out, up, overhead, all the way. Sunrise, sunset. What did I call this? Yeah, sunrise, sunset. I think I called it. Up. Rise and Shine is the name of the program. I've got a couple of DVD programs if you guys are interested in, by the way. All available on Amazon. Rise and Shine is my series of 5 10-minute routines that you do with a ball just like this in the bed before you get out of bed in the morning. All the way up and over. Stretch and turn. And one more. And back to center. All right. We're going to do our little routine here where we're throwing the ball and activating the reciprocal limb here. So for this one, we don't go real fast in this class, but it's really useful for us to be able to gain control of the arms and the legs and work them in the proper sequence when we're walking. But since we're not going fast, you got the bandwidth to think about size, and it should be big. I want big, full range of motion movement here. Big throw. Lifting that opposite leg. As you look forward, you can see the screen in front of you there. Oh, I wonder if, no. I'm hoping we're still live on YouTube. I'm going to check that in a minute. I guess it wouldn't matter. When I connected my other phone as the camera and showed you guys my setup, I just want to make sure we're still live on YouTube. Maybe someone can pop into the chat section and say, yeah, or the comments, yeah, we're live. We can see you. 2 more. 1 and 2, and put the ball in the right hand, stretch out to the side, kick the leg out, and kick the leg out. Reach and lean. Chugging along here. Not a lot of speed, but a healthy dose of movement. Big stretches. Get them all the way out there. Large movements. Brain is sending signals to those reciprocal limbs. Good, Mike. Good to see you, Monica. Keep going. That's it. Keep leaning. Oh, I called you out. Did I screw you up? There you go. You got it. Stretch and reach. 2 more after this one. 1, 2. Put the ball in both hands. Stretch all the way up as the legs come out. Pull it down all the way forward and back. Up and down. Forward and back. And if you want to add a little multitasking to that, you can kind of move the ball around between the palms, pressing your arms together, pressing the palms into the ball with a fair amount of force. Get some activation there, the muscles in your arms as well. Up. And I'm being careful to try to really straighten those elbows on each of these. Up here, really as straight as I can get them. And again, I'm committing to large and full extension. And we'll do one more, and then we'll put in series. And sit up again, nice and tall, ball in the right hand, throwing motion forward. Other side, reach out, and up, and down, forward, and back. Reset, ball to the right, out, side, and up, and down, forward, back, and one more, up, out, and up, down, up, forward, and back. Reset. Go ahead and toss the ball around. Okay, we're going to do some sit to stands, guys. And we're going to do some sit to stands. Today, we're going to add a little stepping pattern in it. It's going to look like this. We're going to come on up. We're going to step out to the side, toss the ball, step back, step out to the side, and step back. So on the steps, you're going to toss the ball, and then we'll bring it on back to the chair. So we're going to do a little stepping pattern that's going to require us to mobilize and balance. And we're going to combine that with some fine motor and hand-eye coordination. Okay, let's have some fun. Here we go. Ready, and go. And up, step, and back. And bring it back down. And I'm not going to make any rules in terms of how you toss the ball. In fact, maybe just do it with one hand. Mix it up. Just make sure your return step is right back where it was, so you are not straying away from the chair. Remember as a kid how funny it was to pull someone's chair out from under them? We were a heck of a lot durable back then. Maybe that was just me as a kid. I remember high school football, probably where I did most of my knee damage to my knee in high school. Man, we used to throw each other around like nobody's business. Well, the things they put us through were so not good for us. You know, we know so much more about exercise in the human body. We know so much more about Parkinson's than we did even 5 years ago. And there are so many more tools, options available for us in the medical world, which is good. Let's do one more. Up. And bring it back down. So I want to remind you how valuable this simple, playful activity is. Keep the ball somewhere where you'll see it between now and next class, and give me 30 seconds at the very least of just tossing the ball. Put it next to your phone. So when you're on the phone, you got your earbuds in, just toss the ball. You don't have to pay attention all that much to what you're doing. Just toss it. Toss it up in the air and see what happens. Don't plan it. Okay, let's go back. I want to do one more set of our hand weights. Grab a sip of water. Get into the habit, if you drop the ball, don't go diving after it. Get in the habit of letting it just roll to a stop and then go get it. I don't want to hear when you guys say, oh, I was playing with the ball, I dropped it, and I dove after it and fell. All right. All right, nice and tall. We're going to go into this little routine that we just built before. We're just going to do it for a little bit here. It's the bicep curl, shoulder press, and pause here, and then up and across, and up and across. And again, think of the up and across as really straight up overhead almost, because your body's going to lean. What I don't want to have is see a bunch of like hands out here and the shoulder being torqued in a not so great position. So kind of match this same move right there, but with a little bit of a lean. Don't come across your head, in other words. Stretch. Ooh. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but I actually feel like I'm getting a pretty good workout today. And you can feel it right here. Up. Feel it all the way across the back there. Up. Down. Up and across and lean. We're going to do 3 more after this one, guys. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Reach and press. 2 more. Good. And we'll do 1 more. Curl, press, nice and tall, neutral in the chair, up and across, give me a little rotation. Up and across, and down, and down. Big breath in, and exhale. Okay, let's go to the tubing. We're actually going to get to everything today. We've done the ball, we've done the hand weight. Grab the tubing. And we're going to start by heating up the external rotators of the shoulder here. Yeah, you can go ahead and grab a sip of water as we're transitioning if you like. We're just going into the in and out of the no money stretch position. Just bringing the arms, keeping them by your sides there, not quenched, just kind of draped, not squeezed in, out and back. But we also don't want to bring the hands straight out. We want to keep your upper arm in position and just turn it. And we're going to breathe. Got 10 minutes left. We're going to start winding things down a little bit after this little routine here. But I did want to get to some rows. And out and in. Okay. Go ahead and loop the tubing around the arch of the right foot. We're going to do things a little bit different here. I want you actually to put both ends of the tubing in your left hand. We're going to do a single arm row. Sitting nice and tall and square. Actually, I don't want to do this. Turn your chest slightly towards the top of the foot. And that'll give us enough rotation. In other words, we're not coming across so much here. I want the arm to come right back up, pulling from the back of the shoulder. Single arm row. You can put your other hand on your waist. Nice and tall. Complete stillness of body. In other words, don't be fussing around, turning. Just keep yourself straight, chest orientated towards the top of the foot, and just pull that single arm back. And I want you to pause at the top, just for a moment. 3 more. 2 and 3. Bring it down. Now separate it, bring it in both hands, and double arm row. 3. Good. 4, 5. We'll do 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. All right, we actually are going to do the Kung Fu kick. So take your left hand, this is a little tricky, and grab the ends of both sides of the tubing, both ends of the tubing. Take your right hand and put it beneath that hand, keeping the arms straight. We're going to do a hi-ya out to the side with that leg, and bring the arms away from the move, keeping them kind of straight. That's 3. I'm going to try to get 10 of these. 6. When I came up with this move, but I couldn't figure out what to call it, because it kind of puts the body in an odd action. 9. One more. And the only thing I could kind of see it similar to is a karate chop or a kick. Karate kick, so we call it Kung Fu kick, whatever. Okay, take it out, loop it around the arch of the left foot, and I want to reiterate, make sure it's around the arch of your foot, because if it's around the top of your foot, it can snap off and hit you right in your nose. We don't want that. You'll be mad at me, and I don't need to give you yet another reason to be irritated with me. All right, hand on the hip, and single arm row. Pull it on back, and pause at the top. Keep the air flowing. Same principle as a double arm row. My hand is really relaxed. If I relaxed any more, the tubing would snap right out of my hand. And I'm really not doing anything with the wrist. It's just neutral. Let's do 3 more. It's hard to count and talk. Well, you're like, then don't talk. And down. And go ahead and grab both ends. And right into another set of 10. I love the row. It's so great for those big muscles in the back. It's going to burn us some calories. It's going to engage the muscles, many of which are involved with respiration and posture. And it's low wear on the shoulder joint. 1 more. And let's go ahead and get set up for the karate chop on this side. So right hand grabs the end of the tubings, left hand underneath it, sweep that leg away, like a kicking motion, and then come on back. My arms are straight and I'm pulling away from the move, or lifting away from the move is maybe a better verb. So I get this cross tension across the body through the core. Breathe. 3 more. Give me a lean. 1 more. 10. And down and back. All right, bring the tubing off the foot. Put the tubing aside. Grab a sip of water. And we're going to do our cool down and stretch. Yay! You made it through another exercise class. Okay. Take your right hand and grab the edge of the chair and kind of maneuver yourself so you can kick that right leg out to the side. And holding onto the chair is not cheating. It's actually, I want you to be able to have a base of support here so you can get yourself into this position safely and effectively, and give me the sweep. So that river, Al, crystal clear and blue. I remember white, smooth, white rocks, big rocks that you could walk across. You check with your son, I'll check with my dad. We'll figure out what that river was. I wanted to Google map it. You know, the Google Maps are so cool. You can actually like go places and look and see what it looks like now. And 1 more, and let's hold it up there and reach away envisioning a straight line from your fingertips to your foot, going to and through your body, and pull it back and reverse it. Extend the left leg out to the side, holding on with the chair with the right hand, and swoop down and up. Keep breathing. Turning the body, turning your head to follow the hand. One more, and then we'll hold. And again, envision that line from the fingertips to the foot and push a weapon away. And pull down. Reset. Back on the top of the chair. Feet apart on the edge of the chair. Fingertips together. Point your fingertips at the ground between your feet. Hinging from the hip. Lower yourself down and separate your arms so you are holding on to your, oops, somebody popped off mute somehow. Holding onto your ankle now. This is cool. Call your attention to your low back and hip and watch what happens when you squeeze your knees into your arms. The tension slightly or ever so subtly disappears. That's your central nervous system getting involved here. Now release the right hand and sweep up, keeping the left hand in position. Good. And bring it back down to the other side. Squeeze both sides just for a beat. Then switch it up. So we're going to wrap class here in a moment, and I'm going to stick around and say goodbye. I want to thank you guys in advance for all of your participation and your support and your kind letters and emails. Back down here to the other side. Really, really appreciate it. And sweep it up. I'm going to keep rolling with these classes. I'm going to keep them for free as long as I can. Thank you for those of you who have been able to help out. Really appreciate it. But I know it's not possible for a lot of us, so we'll keep it going. Other side one more time. And back down. Both sides. For a moment, and go ahead and release your hands and see if you can't get down towards the floor a little bit. Raise the hands forward and sit up. Arms fall to the sides and palms up. Breathe. Hands down on top of your knee. Reset. See if you can recall in your mind's eye that clavicle without wrapping it. Raise that up. Pull your shoulder blades, which you now have more awareness and control of. Pull them together and down, engaging ground zero. Hands forward now, fingertips up, toes up. Make a fist, knuckles to the ground, heels up, back and forth. In a moment here, I'm going to come forward and ask you guys to unmute. So if you have any questions, you'll have an opportunity to ask them. Up and hold. Right hand down, right knuckles down, right heel up, and back and forth. Breathe. And rest. Big breath in. Don't forget that calming breath. It can really help you lower the stress. That big breath in, fill the lungs up. And then just ride that relaxation phase out. All right. Good job, everybody. You did it. Hands together. Oh, yeah. Good job. Yes. Mike, what's up?
I didn't come on Monday because my second COVID.
Oh, you had your second COVID shot. That's why you couldn't make. How do you feel?
It hurts. I hurt right where the shoulder was.
Little sore shoulder? Okay. I think they say in 2 weeks you're fully covered then, right? Is that 2 or 4 weeks? Something like that. 2? All right.
I feel good already.
How's Bob doing, by the way? You talk to him?
John's not doing too well.
Yeah, I know. He's not doing well. I'll give him a call. All right, everybody. Thank you.
Someone you were?
Huh?
Salmon River. Salmon.
Salmon? No, they weren't salmon, I don't think.
Mackenzie River. Is that the name?
Mackenzie River?
Yeah.
Let me write that down.
Salmon River and Mackenzie River.
Okay, let me ask I'm going to call my dad right after this. See if he knows. That's fun. All right.
Was it near Portland or was it near Bend or someplace?
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay, all right.
Mackenzie River. All right. I don't know how you spell it, but whatever. I'll figure it out. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And Jane, I hope you had a good time. Welcome. And we will see you guys next time. All right. Wilkinsons.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, Susan. Bye, Shanta.
Bye.
See you, bud. See you, Shirley. See you, buddy. Roger, Linda, David, all of you, Kelly.
Thanks.
All right, you're welcome.
See you, Linda.
Oh, bye. That's my sister.
Yeah.
That's your sister.
My sister. Talk to ya.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
See ya.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Kelly. Bye. All right, YouTubers. Yes. Can't get out of bed. Is this class available elsewhere? Yeah, on my YouTube channel. There's a bunch of them up there. You can check that out. I run 7 for you guys on YouTube. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. I'm going to put my email in the comments section here. I'm running 7 classes a week now. There we go. And if you want to get on the list, just shoot me an email to that email, and I'll add you, and you'll get links and passwords prior to the class and on the morning of. I'll probably add you to both my lists. So, see here. I don't know if I can tell who you guys are. And we got 4 people currently with us. Cancel Q Pirate. All right. Well, nice to meet you guys. Shoot me an email if you like, and we'll see you next time. Sorry if you tried to attend the previous one. I had some technical problems that I was not aware of. All right.